which series did we end up jumping on board with, Tony? Do you know?
I'm actually not sure just yet. Well, I'm going to make the assumption. I'm going to say it's probably Inconceivable and KCP. That's what I believe. Which, mind you, I think that's a very interesting matchup because Inconceivable won back-to-back 5Ks. So and when it came to the 10K, they weren't able to clutch it up and win that out. So and I'm big on KCP this season. I think they have a chance to win it. So I'm loving this matchup. It's on the board. Just saying, let's go.
Now, the thing about Inconceivable is how consistent they are as a roster, though. All 4 of these members, they're just demons on the map. I mean, you got the demon himself. You got Bound here as well. And I'm expecting some incredible performance coming out of Inconceivable. Like you said, KCP, they've been grinding. They've been putting in the time. And now I think it's their chance to really prove it up against Inconceivables. They're going to try to get Top Cat to start the points on the board here, and it looks like they do. So first point's going to go over to KCP as Fallicated tries to lock it down, but you can see the quick 3 dead right there, and the rockets in the hands of Boo Boo. So this will be a quick map control takeover from Inconceivable.
Bound the demon. I thought Renegade was the demon. I can't figure it out.
You're right. It's demon and devil. I don't know. They're all demons.
We need gods and angels up in here. Like, God bless. We need something going on. 9-2 lead in favor of KCP. So despite them going 3 down, look at the efficiency. They went 3 down, and they still have a 2-cap putting points on the board. How is that possible, Shyway? How is that possible?
Just KCP are just too fast. I don't know. They just come right back off a spawn, thrust slide right in your face, take back that map. But it doesn't matter if Bound's getting doubles, though. You got to love this play. Gets the reset as well. You can see, I believe, Talik just hiding on the other side of the catwalk there. Does not want to challenge Bound too early. Bound, I love the move to wrap all the way around through tower, and then he gets the jump here on Soul Snipe. He does go down, though. They're going to try to get back Top Cap, but Boo Boo there to stop him once again. And he knows where the spawners are as well. You can see Sane with a kill on the feed here. That player is 1-shot. Talik, good luck challenging that. But Boo Boo will take it as well, so they might be able to push for a trip cap here. Grab Nest.
I'm going to switch gears over towards Mr. Soul Snipe, the young man out of Wisconsin, the runner, the editor, the hooper. He also plays top 6 in Atlanta alongside commonly Druck and Straight 6, so he does it all. Overshield in hands. Talik gets the double kill. They end up putting a cap on the board, and now going to put some good points in favor of KCP. Great job by Mikey and friends.
Ooh, Soul Snipe, I don't know if you saw that Cambo player up on top. So he's on Top Cat. He didn't chase him. But you can see Soul Snipe with the OS here. He's lost it now. He does have rocks. Try to put them to good use here. Multiple players up on catwalk. One in the cage. Doesn't hit, though. Somehow weaves right between both players, but still doing the damage. You got to love this play out of Soul Snipe to get the double. His teammates will now join him up on Top Cat. That should be an opportunity to get this advantage here. Just got to hold it down. So there you go. KCP going to continue to earn some points. Hopefully take back the lead here, though. You can see the pressure coming in from Inconceivable over on Red Nest as well as Bound some. Oh, I was going to say, I thought he had that trade.
And let me tell you, Mr. Soul Snipe stock should have been rising a long time ago, but it is, because every time we mention fastest players in Halo 5, we mentioned the Frosties, we mentioned the Bounce, even Vemzy snuck his way in there, Trippy as well. And we have some fantastic, really fast players, but Soul Snipe does it extremely fast, and he's also so objective efficient. This man's absolutely insane, and it's a reason why when they're playing Pro 8s, he gets picked just as high as some of the best of them.
Yeah, who was it? You said Commonly was the flag runner, but I mean, Soul Snipe is the flag runner. Just wait until we get a Kali flag or Fathom CTF. This man with flags, he's lightning speed, so that'll come in handy. But for now, still gonna stick on board with Talik here. Just gonna try to put pressure into Top Cat. Great kill coming out of Druck. That's 2 dead. Gonna fly back to Blue Ben. Hopefully get this cap here, because then they got the rockets coming up very shortly. You got the OS and Camo, critical point in the match here to try to gain control, and Talik somehow living through everything, but his teammates are dropping like flies. He's got one more with him on the turbine here. This is a big fight. Oh, I love that kill around the corner there, but he can't do enough to stay alive, though. Those rockets look like they might be in the hands of Inconceivable. Manny going to try to cut the losses here, get the camo. In the meantime, it's Saiyan flying in with the OS. He's able to control Cat.
38-35 lead in favor of Inconceivable. 7 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock, and Just Saying still has that overshield. Still a little bit left there. Finally gets melted out, but he's going to challenge his player right here. Puts some good shots in. Goes in for the melee. Trades in with Talik, and we have another 2v2 situation. This game is so close, Alex. It is so close.
Yeah, been one hell of a brawl so far, for sure. You got the camo up as well, though. I believe a player on red had it. I'm not sure if he got taken out. You can see their hold. There it is. So Manny does have it. He's over on Blue Bend. They are trying to get themselves over to a quick trip cap here and just going to try to stop him. But Manny, perfect position to get that done, though Catwalk still being contested. Inconceivable do manage to stop the bleeding just a little bit. But you can see KCP pulling away. And it's thanks to Manny with this play with the camo. Getting some critical slays here as they rotate back to Catwalk and just keep him back in that blue base spawn as well.
Still more here with Manny putting some good shots down, but he's not going to win that individual gunfight against Falcade. Druck going to win his individual gunfight against Bound. You have another player over towards Catwalk who's going to have to get out of dodge. Look how fast he flew into blue window. He wanted no part of that. He said, miss me with that BS.
Oh, Druck going to try to continue to stay up here as well, up on top Cat. Big fight right now to stay alive. I love how patient he is, right? He doesn't just sit up on top Cat there. He knows that he's going to be pressured from his backside here. He does get back up. Just trying to hold it down here. 57 to 45 at this point. As KCP maintain a lead, but at what cost? Towlink does get a big kill. Still. We'll see how it goes here.
Another 3 down goes KCP and make that another 2 down. So back-to-back downs for KCP, and Inconceivable still has 2 caps on the board. So even though KCP has a slight lead, I would say all the momentum in favor of Inconceivable, as Bound also has rockets with Overshield's coming up. He burnt it. He got the burn off on it with the rockets.
Okay, that's huge. So OS off the map. Camo coming up shortly, or should be up shortly as well. Bound can't stay up, though. I believe that's 1 rock down in pit. In the meantime, you can see Inconceivables, they pulled it back, regained control here. They've now taken the lead as well. Boo Boo just going to hold down Blue Bend. All 4 players spawning outside, going to fly at Boo Boo and Blue Bend. So I like the passive play from him to back off. He can sit in the corner here, just stand on the wall. Just toss the nades in. Does enough to put some great damage in. Towlink getting a huge double as well to answer back, though. You can see their KCP just fighting back with the lead here if they can get back top map. This is going to be so huge. Towlink, I love the rotation from him. All spawners coming up on red side here as Towlink, he's got a nice flank play. Opts to go for Nest first, turns back to Catwalk. You got 2 down on the board as well. Towlink doing everything he can to stay up. Just can't seem to find that last player, though. There we go. If you get Boo Boo, that's huge. They will be able to get Top Cat here. Yeah.
And that's one of the things I love the makeup of KCP. You have Soul Snipe, who's super fast, super efficient, and then you have Towlink, who's super methodical, hits his shots, plays his life as much as possible. They balance out so well, and I love watching these two. Towlink gonna fly in over this player. That's gonna be another 4 down if he's able to finish out that last player in blue.
He's lost all his teammates, though, actually. He's last up. They had that temporary trip cap, so they're holding on to a lead here. Towlink now slowed it down, just hiding behind the barrels. They actually don't know he's here, though. This play might work out. You can see that. I think that's Falcated right beside him. Does he get the kill, though? Tough kill right there, but he does take it. Gonna be pushed. I like the attempt with the stick, but not enough to get the kill. But despite that, KCP, they're holding on here. We got new rockets coming up. Soul Snipe right in position to get him. He's gonna dive over Red Nest and get this rocket that's huge, and he does just that. I know he doesn't. He does get the reset, though. Inconceivable's coming in from center map. Gonna try to take it back. They do have 2 caps. OS should be coming up as well and Bound with a rocket in the chamber. No, not like this, that nade. It's okay, though. He should. Oh, and he can't get the kill as well. Just back and forth this game goes, Tony, as they do get back top Cat in the side of Inconceivable, and the camo in the hands of Boo Boo. He's looking to make a big play. That's 3 dead as well.
And that was a little bit of a blunder, but somehow it works out in their favor because KCP still goes 4 down. Bound needed Falcated. Falcated ends up dying in that sequence. Bound also had rockets, didn't shoot the rocket early, ends up dying, leaving rocket on the board. And somehow, even with all the misplays, Inconceivable still puts KCP on their back foot, puts them 4 down, trip cap on the board. And I don't know if KCP can recover from this. It's too late in the game.
You gotta hand it to him. What is this movement from Boo Boo as he's trying to just scale the outside of Catwalk? But I was gonna say, you have to hand it to the camo play right there just to bring things back in the last second. But KCP, they do manage to cap 2, 95 to 87 at this point. Towlink, big kill from him. They don't get Catwalk, though. If Towlink can get in there and get the reset, they can bring this back right now. You spawner up in red here. Great shots coming in from Towlink as they continue to put on the pressure. So KCP clawing their way back in the last 90 points. Tony, we saw this with Empire. Every Strongholds game just down to the wire.
And look at the awareness coming out of Talik right there. Normal people would have ran into slide in and get that recover, but for him to recognize that the other team was 3 down, the last player was on red flag, let me put pressure on that player instead of allowing him to get some free shots while he's going for a recover. 98 to 95, that's going to be the win. They end up taking the win. KCP steals it back from Inconceivable and are leading 1-0 in this series, Alex. And I can't say enough. KCP played phenomenal.
That was one hell of a game through and through. That was like a nice, long game of strongholds, I got to say. Just back and forth throughout. There was never a point in the match where it felt like one team had a massive advantage, was pulling away, like how we had saw previously with Empire, where one team, dominated for the first half of the game. This was just back and forth the entire way. You'd get maybe like a 10-point stint before the other team would come back and take it over. But the very end of the game there, Inconceivables clutching up, getting that camo, managing to bring it up past that 90-point mark, but somehow KCP, they continue to fight back. And, I mean, take a look at that scoreboard. It's thanks to Talik, 26 kills. Definitely the big man at campus in that game.
26 kills coming out of Talik, 11 assists to go along with it. Also, on the other side of things, Bound also dropping 22 kills. I'm interested to see also the damage, though. That was a 3 perfect. 3,637 damage coming out of him. Saiyan actually topping him with also the 11.3 KDA, which is not bad, but it's still all about KCP and that efficiency.
Yeah, unbelievable. We saw it at the very end with Talik as well, just how patient he was in when he made that huge flank over through tower, and he had options on who to kill. He had one up on Catwalk, he had one on Red Nest, but he opted to go for the Red Nest player where his teammate was first, get that quick slay, and then turn his attention over to Catwalk. Just so efficient with the slays that with the timings they pick and the kills they go for here too. And Soul Snipe, this is a big play from him, getting a nice double. He whiffs the rocket, but he makes up for it. Just some great plays here. Saiyan, 3,700 damage. We didn't get to see a lot of Saiyan in this game, and curious to see how he continues to play here in this series, because we saw Inconceivables on the back foot already today. Flyers put them back 2-0, and they came back in a best-of-5 series. They 3-0 sweep them right back, right? So Inconceivable, they're no stranger to being on the back foot, not even in this tournament.
I mean, they aren't, but you know what? Like I said, I'm really high on this KCP roster, and I always say the first tournament, it's open. It's open for anybody. And there's one thing I like about this KCP squad is that they come in prepared. They play tons of money 8s, tons of money 2s, barely even play matchmaking. It's all about high-level gameplay, and then it's film review, film review, film review. They say luck is when preparation meets opportunity, and that just perfectly describes KCP. They are ultimately prepared because they keep grinding and they keep improving.
Well, I hope they're feeling lucky, Tony. They still got a series ahead of them. Of course, here we are. We've got Coliseum Slayer for our Game 2. Rocket Snipe up to take advantage of Insane. It looks like he's won his piv. He'll grab the rockets to start. Getting shot in the back, though. Going to try to get out. Looks like he won't be able to. I like the attempt to try to burn a little bit of it, but Druck will pick up the rest over on Elbow here. Hopefully, here's that player. Shots going in. As he'll open the fight and just hold it down on Elbow. He still has that rocket in the back pocket as well. So if anybody wants to challenge him, take him on. Good luck to them. You got them funneled out through the window right now, but Druck just goes right under one. There we go. Allocated off the board here in a 7-3 scoreline. Talik with the snipe as well. So KCP with that early lead and a nice headshot to top it off.
My gosh, 8-4 lead in favor of KCP as Talik gets another big kill on Bound, winning their pivotal gunfights. I mean, if you win all of your pivs, ain't no way you're losing. 10 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock, so still a lot of Halo to be played, but man, I'm liking the way KCP is playing right now. I really am.
Yeah, if they can continue to hold on to these power weapons as well, this is going to be so huge. We saw previously Talik with the sniper. I believe he was taken out, so not sure where that sniper is at the moment. In the meantime, though, Soul Snipe, DMR in hand, going to make his way back up through Snipe's side. You can see Talik actually just staying alive over in Cave. He's got his teammates over on Red as well, so they know that spawn's going to be opposite side of the map here. Talik looking for, I think he's looking for a sniper. But, he'll find an opponent instead. That's Saiyan down the lift. Should be able to take this fight. Oh, little windmill it for a second there, but he's okay.
My gosh, 15-11 lead back in favor of KCP, and it's funny because it's on the Talik show. This man's playing incredible. Whenever there's a Piv 1, it's on the screen. I don't even got to look at the name. I know it's Talik, but it's some good shots across rockets. Yeah. Even though he's facing the carbine, he's still backing that player down. This man's out of control. I don't know how his shot's so daggone good.
That was pretty wild. Boo Boo with the carbine just getting melted by Magnum. You don't usually see it like that, but the stick as well onto bound. Talik just won't go down. Finally, Fallicated right behind him in cave, takes him out. Boo Boo managing to get away with the rockets. Still got that carbine. Round 2 for Boo Boo with the carbine across the map here. Usually the carbine's got the advantage, and you'll see why. At least I'd like to say that. I think that was that Talik again, or is that I think that might be Talik again, just lasering him over from the catwalk here. So he's going to try to chip in. Still got the rockets in the back pocket, but you can see the pressure coming in on Inconceivable as Boo Boo. He's just trotting the corner here. Thankfully, his teammates spotted up beside him to help out.
He's forced to shoot an unconventional rocket right there, but it does not pay out. And once again, Inconceivable going 3 down. This game is inconceivable, if you ask me. I don't know what's going on. KCP playing lights out. We've seen them do this in Objective. We've seen them do this in game types like Flag, for example. Oh. But, man, I've never seen it look so good on Slayer.
That was massive from Manny. Did you see that reticle placement over on Pyramid? He reacts, gets the headshot, and then gets the stick as well. And they're launching the weapon right back to their side. KCP just controlling everything right now. And Truck, my God, he's zooming. He'll make his way over to DMR. Does end up getting the trade, but it's an entry frag like that that lets Soul Snipe get away with the snipe, though not too far. He does get taken down. That snipe's going to be down on Oven. You can see Inconceivable. They're going to fly. Try to take control of red side here. Get that sniper back. Druck holding it down, though. Nice shots from him. Not nice enough, though. He won't stay up. The nade will do it. And trades across the board. 31 now to 26. Boo Boo Doo, I don't know what's going on with this movement, but he's got a rocket. And he won't need to move too much if he can land it. There we go.
Trades were going down, but all the trades kind of going in favor of KCP because they do have a lead, but not for long as they now go 3 down. Falcator was already watching the spawns with the sniper rifle, has 4 bullets left, so this is looking good if you're a fan of Inconceivable. Maybe they can come back behind the... No, there's a player behind Falcator, and that was Druck. Where did he come from?
Foul trying to hit the 180 no-scope finisher right there on Druck, but just not fast enough. Druck gets away. He's got 3 shots in snipe, whiffs his no-scope. Teammates there to help the cleanup, though. That's 2 more shots left. Rockets were up. They are in the hands of a player. Looks like Manny actually has those rocks as well, so all the goodies in control of KCP here, and they know there's players in red side. Foul trapped in the cave. Druck just looking for a cheeky angle here. Going to try to get the toes. All he has to do is hold it down. They're just holding down snipe side. You can see a 7-kill lead right here. The pressure coming in. Druck can't seem to hit these no-scopes. 1 more left to work with. Hopefully close it out right behind Falgator. There we go.
What a good play coming out of Druck. He missed the first no-scope, but comes back at him, hits it, and 41 to 32 lead in favor of KCP. A little bit less than 7 minutes on the clock, but once again, time will not be a factor in this one. That player's caught by himself in red trenches. Boo Boo, you're going to enjoy that black screen. You don't belong down there.
Yeah, and at this point, it's just the pressure on, right? We got a 10-kill lead on the side of KCP, so they can fly in, they can get these trades. The melee's coming in, right? You got Soul Snipe Talik getting big kills. More melee's coming in from Talik. He doesn't care. That's a double from him. That's 47 and counting, and I got to say that's all she wrote. You got players sitting still off spawn here. I don't see this comeback happening, Tony. That will be a 2-0 coming out of KCP. My God, the damage, the bags coming in. What a win from KCP, and that puts Inconceivable at elimination life, basically, the tournament life on the line.
I said it before. I said this might just be KCP's tournament. It's always that first tournament of a season where it plays favor to the teams that are practicing, putting in that work, where the other teams may not be doing the exact same. I don't know how much Halo Boo Boo Doo has been playing. I don't know how much Halo Falcated has been. I know Bound grinds a bit, but even him, I think he's been off of it. Saiyan was playing Apex. Saiyan, the biggest grinder on this team, I saw him playing Apex more than I saw him playing Halo, and it's showing. KCP put in that work. They want this. It's theirs. Damn,
all right, Tony. Let them know. They ain't sweating enough. These guys got to get back in the arena because it does look like Manny, Soulside, Talik, Druck, they don't stop the grind. They don't quit the grind. They keep at it, and it's definitely showing. They have 1 more game left. And a couple little highlights, moments from our last game here. Talik so efficient. How does he get out, right? The only thing that kills him there is a little flank. Manny right now, speaking of efficiency, look at this. Just the headshot execution and a stick before he dies. They are so good at just dropping that stick off right before they die, getting so much damage and slays on the board. Great mileage here out of this team.
It really is, and I believe the first game was Strongholds. I believe that was a Slayer, and one of the things that I will always tip my hat to is KCP on a flag game type. But you know what?
Not flag.
It is not flag. We're going. Where's the CTF? We have a wasn't it? So we're going Strongholds and Oddball, the two objectives. God bless.
That is actually kind of a scary situation for Inconceivable, though, because I would say KCP are better in the CTF game type than any other game type. So that's where they're most comfy, and that's where they could close out this series, unless they take it in Fissure Ball, which they're looking to do. You can see Soul Snipe holding on here. He will end up dropping it off. That's 10 seconds on the board for the side of KCP. But Inconceivables, they have been on the back foot today already against Flyers. They did a 3-0 sweep comeback. Can they do it again?
I think they can. I really think they can. 10-2 lead in favor of KCP right now. They're now
how much you putting down, Tony?
I mean, I found a $50 bill earlier today in front of my job. So you know what? I'll put half of that, 25.
Damn, all right. I mean, I wasn't, not that I was going to match you or anything. I don't know. I don't think KCP close it here, personally. I think that Inconceivables, they still got a little juice in the tank, Tony. I think they're going to win this game. We'll see, though. It's all going to be up to, plays coming out of players like Bound, just trying to get these kills here, and he ends up backing off instead. Won't take it for now. Sane, in the meantime, he does hit a 5. Sane cleans up the kill as well, so Sane's still putting on that damage. And Bound here to hopefully get this melee. Can he kill Talik? There we go. And it's got to lead to ball time, though. You can see that ball out, and a red player right beside it.
Putting some good shots is that Bound Falcon going to go right at Z. Manny Falcon also takes out, and then Bound finishes off Soul Snipe. So 3 down goes KCP. That's looking good if you're a fan of Inconceivable.
Yeah, I definitely am a fan of Inconceivable. So far, KCP taking the spotlight, Tony. I got to say, Manny on our screen here just looking right up into the sunlight right there to try to get the kill. He'll stay up on bottom mid. Of course, this is huge. They got to get this OS. How did he live through that nade? No idea, but he will go down. That OS should be up just about now. You can see they're fighting. It's a huge fight to get this OS. Tommy does get it. Let's jump on more with Saiyan and see what kind of damage this man can put in, because even without the OS, this guy's a turret. Oh no!
Last one here he is. On board, it was saying the double melee and Soul Snipe almost gets away.
He jumped twice.
My gosh.
He's like a bunny rabbit, man. He went over his head twice there. Saiyan finally took him out, but look at what he lost. He lost the shields. It was just wild. I don't know.
That was incredible. 40-19 lead in favor of Inconceivable right now. Saiyan doesn't have that overshield, right, but they're still putting some good points on the board here. And yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think if this was a flag and the momentum that KCP had, I think they would have rolled this into a 3-0. But the map count kind of working in favor of Inconceivable. Maybe they could win this game and gain a little momentum on their side and maybe weather the storm.
Exactly. They got to slow KCP down a little bit. Just hold your horses, KCP. You're not about to 3-0 Inconceivable. Come on. All right. It's 61 points and counting here. Look at these slays. That's what I assume is, that's probably not what's actually in their mind. They got their heads in the game. They got a spree as well in the hands of Saiyan. He's going to pick up ball and keep that time going. But Inconceivable, honestly, just holding it down here. If they can keep up this defense, things are looking good for Fissure Ball.
Win condition 50%.
It is looking good indeed. We're on board here with Bound, who's not quite zooming right now. We're seeing a different Bound. He's actually setting up and watching a cutoff. And he's not used to that, so Talik taking advantage of that and going to end up getting the pivotal win. Boo Boo going right at Z. Manny. Boo Boo actually missing the ball, but getting a bolt shot. That works. Or not.
See Falcated trying to... Did he actually play it, though? I think he managed to play it. So you got to love that ball movement right there. Dropping, picking it up. Looks like he was playing kickball with it. Just almost like kicking it across the field there. But he does manage to take it off the map. That's huge. Saiyan getting taken out as well. Ball going to be back in the hands of KCP as they try to get time, but melted immediately. Druck right now going to have to back off. That ball still down center map. Talik still the man getting the slays here on the board as Druck comes in, picks up another. OS coming up shortly. Tommy going to try to get it, but he gets melted. And now KCP with an opportunity for ball time.
82-25 lead, still in favor of Inconceivable, while Talik's hitting Falcated with the hottest of 5. Get them while they're hot, Alex.
Did you see that catch?
That play, he caught it.
Yeah. the player went down and just jumping up to the platform. Whoever that blue player was caught the ball out of the air to keep it in play here. Now they're trying to get defense, but Druck flying in. Great damage from him. Gets the kill on Boo Boo. Going to continue to defend the ball here. You can see a player over on his radar. So he just flies right up to Druck. Can't take him out either. Soul Snipe with a nice double. KCP should be able to collect that, get some more time on the board.
And I'm telling you, that little play must have been frustrating if you're a KCP player. You know, you try to play the ball, you're doing everything right, and then somehow this player with his flying hyena drops down, catches the ball before he get it off the map. Luckily, KCP weathered a bit. They came back, they got the slays, got to put a couple points on the board, and Inconceivable comes right back at him as Z-Manny goes down, Tala goes down, a momentary 2 down for KCP. That means more good points being put in favor of Inconceivable.
Ooh, you got to love this setup as well. He's sitting back base here. He's got Foul watching the main door. You got Tommy on the small door, and then the moment his teammate spawns up, or even Foul right now taking top map, and then the new spawner can take that center door. Either way, they got a nice lockdown of the ball here. And the only way to really break this is a concerted effort from the enemy team, whether they send like multiple up through one side here, or you got Talik going to try to make his flank stay and just hold it down. Talik, good luck, tries to clamber, and he's immediately taken out. So they could convert this, maybe into the game here. You can see the pressure still coming in from KCP as they do manage to stop the ball temporarily, but 125 points and counting. Saiyan with a nice double. Also, you got to play perfect Halo if you want any hope of coming back at this point. Saiyan's just hitting way too many shots here, Tony.
Way too many shots. I mean, he's hitting the dead body as well. The man's body disrespected. I don't like it, Tommy. Come on now. They're currently down 0-2 in the series. You might be putting one win on the board, but this is going to be a long journey because you're going to have to fight KCP on flag after this. So enjoy your win while it lasts. I guess it depends what the map is. I got to find out, but Inconceivable will take the win. Tommy's shooting body, so clearly he's feeling good. Now let's see if KCP can bounce back and close out this series, or will Inconceivable force a game number 5?
I gotta say, everyone's shooting bodies today. It's not just Saiyan like we saw with Frosty earlier. I know there was a player
good
on K. Yeah, good, right? I kind of like it. Let's add a little bit of spice to these the combat. I guess you could say. I don't know. I like it. It makes things interesting. But in the meantime, you got Saiyan, who went 19-8 on the board. By the way, take a look at the scoreline out of him. Some great slays overall. Out of that blue team, out of Inconceivable, Saiyan just locking it down. I mean, he had the OS, but he didn't even need it to put in the insane damage that he did. But then Boo Boo at the same time, 100 points on that ball. So the objective efficiency out of this team looking great in ball. Can they carry it over to CTF, which I assume we got next, Tony?
That's what I'm going to assume as well. 150 points we're putting on the board for Inconceivable. But yeah, I'm going to double back on what you said before. I think body disrespect is good. Hey, if you don't think mental warfare is a part of the battle,
right,
look at dodging all the melee. Then he misses the ninja, and without any timing loss, tries to get out of the battle and go bottom blue to try to play his life.
Right.
Soul Snipe is crazy. The man's nobody who thinks of that.
He was so quick, though. He jumped over him like 2 separate times and then almost escaped. It's just wild to think that, even against a pro player like Saiyan, who's hitting all of his shots too, is a little bamboozled by it, right? Like he had to kind of locate the man before they could finally isolate and take him down. But either way, you could just see the absolute domination of this game, just holding it down in that base. They had the perfect setup. And I mean, if you're making textbook plays like that and Saiyan, here we go. He's just going to win us our game right here with these beautiful shots that he hits and Saiyan shoot bodies as well. You said it's a mental game. So I can't wait to see how that translates. Can they still make this comeback, right? 2-1 in the series. They still face elimination if they lose this upcoming game. But Inconceivable, they iced up before. They're going to try to do it again. The next match is going to be Fathom CTF. And I got to say, this is a very comfortable map game type for KCP.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And if you think Inconceivable is going to get in the heads of these guys, they got another thing coming. All they do is talk trash to each other all the time. I feel like they're the most prepared when it comes to the mental game because even their teammates, and all they do is talk trash to each other nonstop. It's absolutely crazy, And Soul Snipe, he's no stranger to body disrespect. I got to watch this man live at DreamHack Atlanta. I think Shive, I believe you were hosting, excuse me, but I was actually watching him live playing the 2v2s.
Oh, yeah.
And all you heard was this man yelling across. He was yelling at Gunplexion. He was yelling at Veteran's teammate. This man tries to get in your head, and let me tell you, he's daggone good at it.
Yeah, I think he got second place in that tournament as well. He was nasty. I mean, he's always been a nasty player, but he was a threat back then, and even more so now. So just wait. Fathom CTF coming up. I'm expecting a big flank out of Soul Snipe, and I'm sure Inconceivable might be expecting it as well. But he's typically the man to get in the base as quickly as possible and start running that flag. And even if he doesn't get the cap, it's a huge disruption for the enemy team to just try to recollect it. It averts their attention. And then in the meantime, you've got the camo, you've got the rail to worry about. So a lot to fight over here. Potentially the last game in this series, unless Inconceivable has something to say about it. It looks like they're thankfully just starting to turn up here, Tony. So we might have a hell of a game.
My question is Soul Snipe going to go for his patented silo, pushing their silo and going for the quick pull if they get the slay? So that is a move that he's been doing. He does it on CTF, on Coliseum. He goes elbow to elbow. He goes straight to their silo. So we're going to see if he does that. If he does and they get the slays, this could be a quick cap in favor of KCP. Oh, and no, he's going to throw the ball. He's going to sit LR.
Passive play from Soulside. The enemy team flew into his base instead. He just had to sit by on the porch. So maybe Inconceivable, it seems like, both teams might be aware of their own strategies, trying to Inconceivable fighting fire with fire by being extra aggressive off the rip, and then Soul Snipe completely turning around playing defense. But so far it looks like Inconceivable may have taken the better end of the stick here. You got Boo Boo with the rail in the back pocket. Not sure what happened to Camo. I'm going to guess it's burned. But Boo Boo can make some big plays here.
He definitely can. 11 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock as Saiyan was able to take out Talik. Boo Boo still has the railgun in hands. Has about 3 bullets in that. So want to see what he's able to do with this. Show me what you got, Jesse. I want to see something good.
Just start by playing it patient here. Unless he gets taken down, you got multiple players just lighting him up. So he'll back off, sit in back base for now. He's got a foul in the window also. Still has that rail to work with. And there's an enemy right beside him, though. Over on porch, and he puts some damage in, just gets melted. So a bit of a double dilemma for him, and he can't do anything. That rail going to be in the hands of KCP, and they are running that flag and shut them down as well. Bound now down on spawn. That flag's out. Not sure if they can stop it because Truck putting in so much damage with this rail. So Boo Boo, you got to be regretting going down there without burning this railgun. That's 1 on the board too.
2 down go Inconceivable, and that flag is on the move. Druck is perfectly watching the cutoffs. Boo Boo was the last player to stop that, and we have a 1-0 lead in favor of KCP.
We have a 2-0.
2-0. Oh my God, 2-0.
Yeah, off of that one play. So Druck comes in, they get the kill on Boo Boo, they steal the rail, and Druck just holds it down on porch while they just collect and run flags back to back, and somehow Inconceivable can't do a thing about it. Talik, he's already in blue base yet again, gonna get this kill. And he does. That's Manny with a slay as well. So they're already looking for a 3rd flag here. Inconceivables, they got to weather the pressure now or it's going to be game over early.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe in film reviews, this is going to show you how. I promise you, KCP, out of the final 4, we might have said that maybe they weren't as good as some of the other 3, but they have improved. They've gotten better. They've capitalized on their mistakes. Hit up Callus and his reviews. Review your own gameplay. But as I say that, Inconceivable and the long distance runner Boo Boo Doo able to put a flag cap on the board. So we have a 2-1 lead, still in favor of KCP.
So they do manage to get a flag. They do manage to get the camo as well. So there might be an opportunity here for Inconceivable to bring it back bound. This man is just a little ballsy, I gotta say, to drop down bottom. And there you go. Now he gets melted for the attempt there. Nice try from bound, not quite good enough. Foul gonna stay up in red base, getting shot at from both sides though. So he's down for the count. Now on board with Saiyan. He's got that light rifle. Hopefully he can do some damage with it. He's just going to hold down for now. You can see he's lost his teammate. Got one coming in from behind here. Easy kill from him. So Saiyan, good trade. He can make his way over to Silo. Just going to set up here. Tony, I know you shouted out Callus. Callus has an amazing Fathom flag video, by the way, on YouTube if you guys haven't seen it. But it talks about isolating these spawns, right? Getting flag pulls. You can learn so much off of the play Saiyan's making here. He's the opening perimeter player right here. Getting perfect kills with the light rifle. Holding down Silo for his team to push up.
And I know my man Garrett's probably in the chat going crazy with just saying using the light rifle. He loves when these players use the entire sandbox. So obviously you have to have a good pistol, but when you have a great light rifle as well and you're able to put it into work, you see a 3 down like you see KCP, and that flag's about to be on the move.
And then as they push, silo spawns opening up here. They got to be aware of it, right? They're actually all coming out through center, so there might be a split, but they're going to fly through center either way and avoid those spawners. Saying that waste at any time. And you can see, look at Foul and teammate flying in to get the cutoff to stop that flag from going through, but somehow they collect it. They get a pull. Coming in for the re here. Saying going to try to get it, but he's down. The railgun is up. And the slay's still coming in from KCP as that flag sits in blue base. Can they get the touch and plant this one in? It looks like they can. They'll bring us to a tie game. And not too little too late here. We got a camo coming up. We got the rail as well. So just still plenty of time to work with to bring it back.
We're tied up at 2 apiece right now. As you said, 7 minutes 39 seconds on the clock. So Camouflage should have been actually grabbed, and it's Soul Snipe who's gonna get away with that one. So he ends up taking out the flag carrier. Now hopping on the recov. 2 down goes Inconceivable. They're gonna have to slay one more time, but the momentum in favor of KCP.
So KCP lose that flag, but at the same time, Soul Snipe takes full advantage and picks up the camo. So they kind of got a little bit of a trade-off here. Can he turn this camo pickup into a potential third cap here? We'll see. As he makes his way through a war zone in the courtyard here. I love the sneaky play for him, though. He does take a bullet. His teammates doing so much work stealing the aggro. That's 2 dead. Soul Snipe, the man can run it. He got pushed just a little bit. You got the overextender coming out through silo to try to get the defense. That player is the last one here to stop Soul Snipe. Can he do it, though? He dives in. He gets the pull once again. This is a complete repeat of what we saw on blue base. But Tony, I don't think it's enough. I think that flag is going to be returned. I want to say it's... There we go. We got it. That's 3-2. KCP do clutch up. They do take this series, and they'll move on in the bracket here. That's Inconceivable now out of the tournament.
KCP playing lights out, and it's not. And this time, it's not even just about their flag game. We already knew that their flag game was deadly. They are efficient. They have the slaying ability, and when it rains, it pours, if you will. But not only that, but they were able to do it in a Slayer dominant fashion on Coliseum. They did it in Strongholds as well. If they're playing this well on 3/4 of the game types, watch out. KCP not only might win this one, but they might even go in and maybe be the front runners for the 10K. They're playing lights out.
Yeah, KCP looking excellent. You got to love the end of that game as well, though. Just Inconceivable doing everything they could to cap that second flag. They had to put all their resources over to blue base to just, get the return, pick up the flag, and get the point in. And while that happened, Soul Snipe just taking advantage of that map control, getting up there, getting camo. And here's that final run right here. That last player diving in to try to stop it, which is not good enough. As you can see, members of Red already back in the base to get that return and to close it out here. But just great work from Soul Snipe to cut his losses and, have that cap go in, but take advantage of the camo in the follow-up play to get another cap.
It was incredible. The back-to-back caps right there was insane. I will say, Inconceivable coming back and putting 2 caps to tie things up. That was incredible.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because KCP clutched up when it mattered most. And I would say, even though they gave up that cap, you pointed it out, Shyway, they gave up the cap, but Soul Snipe was able to get away with the camouflage, and that's almost as important.
I mean, if you make a play like that, it's definitely, it's like even more, it's just wild to see Soul Snipe walk that camo through a war zone and somehow, not take shots. He's got his teammates coming in to get those big kills. So the timing was perfect. Saiyan, of course, making some great plays throughout this series. Saiyan always looking like a superstar on the map. Just unfortunately not good enough to clutch up this time. Inconceivables, of course, they're going to go out. I'm curious to know what's been happening on the other side of the bracket, Tony. I know we had Sentinels go up against C9.
Well, it's funny. We might be lucky. We might be able to maybe step in. I don't know, maybe beginning of the series, maybe mid-series, but either way, I think we'll be catching some of that action. And after a matchup like that, KCP versus Inconceivable,